All right, so we hit our armbar and armbar defense from mount. Now we're gonna hit our traditional basic closed guard armbar from bottom, from guard. So I'm in closed guard, or Daniel's in my closed guard. From right here, if I'm gonna set up the armbar, the important thing about setting up the armbar, especially from guard, is getting his arm across his body in order to hit the armbar, right? For the triangle, you want one arm in, one arm out. For the Kimura, you want the arms out to the side. But for the armbar, you want the arm at least, I said across the body, you just want it at least across the center of their body. If it's way across their body, you know, awesome, that's icing on the cake. My favorite way to set this up, most basic way to set this up, I'm gonna use the leg pull, right? So I use my legs, start breaking his base down. If he's got good posture, I grab both my hands on his arm, and I bring his arm across my body like this, right? As he puts his hand down, he's generally gonna start trying to build his posture back up. When he starts building his posture back up, I leave one hand here, and then I grab the back of his collar to keep his posture broken down a little bit, right? Now, if I'm able to maintain this arm across the center line of the body, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this foot, and I'm gonna put it on his hip. I'm gonna use that, I'm gonna push it, I'm gonna extend my leg on his hip, using it sort of like a step to turn my body sideways a little bit like this. Once I'm turned sideways, this leg is gonna come over his back so that I can let go of this at some point, and I have control of him with just my leg, or both my legs. From right here, this leg is gonna go in front of his face, so now I have control over his head and over his body. This hand can come off, grab onto his wrist, grab onto his wrist. As you guys can see, we're basically in the same position as the top side armbar, only we're on the bottom, his arms across his body. From right here, squeeze my legs, keep my heels clamped down, very similar to the top side armbar, pull down on the wrist, pop up with my hips, and I'm attacking the elbow. Again, on this one, you gotta make sure that your hips get above the guy's elbow in order to get the attack on the armbar. So again, I'm right here, I'm gonna bring my legs in, bring his arm across. As he is lower here, I'm gonna come behind his head and grab a collar grip and keep one hand on his elbow, keeping his arm across the center of my body. This foot is gonna go on his hip. I'm gonna shoot myself sideways and bring this leg across the back, this leg across his head, clamp, squeeze, double wrist, pop my hips and my feet down, just like we did on the back, finish the armbar from there. Let's hit one from each side. All right, so let's have you in my guard down there. Guard. Yep. So here we are. From here, 2-on-1, legs in, across the body, grab the collar grip, maintain one arm on the elbow, foot comes to the hip. I use that to move myself like the hand of a clock. I'm not shrimping or anything, I'm literally just rotating kind of on my butt here. This leg comes out at the back, this leg comes out at the head, squeeze my knees, squeeze my heels, squeeze my wrists, pick up my hips, squeeze, 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 pop. And then from the opposite side, here we are, 2-on-1, legs in, arm across, collar grip, elbow grip, foot on the hip, turn myself, back clamp, head clamp, squeeze, 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 pop the hips, armbar.